Hey, I am here in my creative chair, looking out my window and enjoying the day so far. We had a loss that affected us in our church family, and so I've been just pensive and prayerful, and just trusting God. You know what? Sometimes you just have to trust God when life does that. And as a pastor's wife, um, it's weird because you see people and they become part of your family. They become part of the landscape of your life. And when God calls them home, it's each time it's a perspective giver that these ain't your family. It's not your people. They may be your family. Let me not say that. But in other words, they're not mine. They're not mine. And with that, I've learned that through a lot of family members biologically, God has saw fit to take home a lot of my family. And so I've learned that over time with personal family. What do you call it? Biological family. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. But church family as well. I remember when my pastor's wife, for 13 and a half years passed, it affected me. And you know what? The key to being a pastor's wife and the key to anything is I keep getting all these alerts. Okay, I'm back. Um, the key to being a pastor's wife and managing and striving and thriving, and the key to anything is to just remember that none of this is ours. That's the key to being a tither. Everything that God has designed in our life, the key to it is to realize that none of it belongs to us. Everything we have, including people, is by the grace of God. And so there's humility, I think, in realizing that um, people are not ours, things are not ours. This wig I'm wearing ain't ours. And seriously, that's what keeps you from getting depressed or being burdened by life. I think sometimes when you find someone is depressed or down or whatever, I think that sometimes it means you think a little bit too much of yourself. And by that I mean that you think things are yours and you forget that you are God's humble servant. You're his beautiful baby and his child too, but you're also his humble servant. Anything, anything you have is by his grace. Got to remember that. That's not really why I came on, believe it or not. That's just kind of what was on my heart, but that's not what I came on for. I came on because I don't know if I've mentioned it. I think I have a little bit on this station, but I am a facilitator for True Colors, been certified for years to facilitate True Colors. And I was facilitator for Myers-Briggs, which is interesting because knowing in both of them has taught me that I like True Colors best. And it's all it is a way for you to think about your temperament and your innate, who you are naturally, inclinations, your innate personality, strengths, skills, and even stressors, things that stress you. It varies by temperament and personality. And so I've decided to do a free one online. I have never done it online before. And before COVID, for the last several years, I've enjoyed a wonderful career in True Colors as a True Colors trainer. I even got to where my fee was $300 an hour for at least 3 hours, and people gladly paid it. And they paid me to come back. Gave them a little discount if I came back, though. No, I didn't. I did that before COVID. So some of y'all, if your clients, that ain't, yeah, you didn't get a discount. But yeah, so I think that that part of me is probably going to take another shape and another form. But I wanted to do this for people who want to learn a little bit more about themselves and the people they love. You may know already. I promise you, everything I tell you, you're going to already know. And you're going to be like, that is why my husband does that. That's why I do that. You probably know if you're a personal part of my life, you know I'm an incredibly creative person. I like to do a million things at once. I mean, I could be in a meeting and I'm doing something else, or I'll be working on my training list or something. I mean, that's part of my temperament. That's part of my personality. I'm an adventure seeker, which is why I like to go to the shooting range and shoot. I like to do stuff. And so that's part of my temperament. And so you're going to find out what color that is. I have some people that are organized, structured, like my best friend. she's my best friend because I love her heart, but also she balances me out so well. My husband, same thing. And so all these have implications for how I interact with them. And so I want you to take advantage of it if you want. And I'm going to post the Zoom link down below, and let's have this time together. It'll be about an hour, so you won't get a full blown, but you'll get enough to have a little clearer understanding of who you are and how God created you, and also people in your life, your kids, your husband, all that. So I'm going to post the link down below, and then I want you to tell me if you're coming, because I'm going to send you a assessment if you're coming, because I want you to have an idea of who you are according to the research before you come. So let me know down below if you want to come. Love you. Thank you for listening. God bless you and stay encouraged. Oh, I create t-shirts, so I got to show you the t-shirt, right? Before you invite me. I don't want to go. Now, guess what? That is relative to a personality type. It really is. And it's a big part of mine. And so that's why I created this shirt. So, yeah, so that's a temperament that is usually a very cognitive, intellectual temperament who likes to think and ponder and values information a way that other temperaments may not in the same way. But um, also someone who, if they had their druthers, they would probably be by themselves reading or creating versus being out at a party or something. But don't get me wrong, they like parties and they like being around people. It's just that they experience that experience totally different from someone who is of another temperament. That's all I'll tell you for now. Anyway, thanks for listening. God bless you. Bye bye.